All right. So I was going to do the workout of the day yesterday, but circumstances and time got away from me. So I didn't. And so I did it today. Today's workout from yesterday's workout rather from 2008 was Fight Gone Bad. I don't think they do that anymore. If they do, they call it something else. I think that got, I don't know, politically taken away or whatever. Man, I miss the grassroots days for CrossFit. Anyway, so the workout is 3 rounds, 3 5-minute rounds with a minute break in between them, which adds up to 17 if you count the two. The last break is obviously done. But it's for 1 minute, it's 5 individual minutes. First minute is wall balls. Second is sumo deadlift high pulls. Third is box jumps, which has been converted in regular CrossFit land to step ups are a valid as prescribed, I believe. It says box jumps you can do step ups as well, but when they do jumps, they're coached to step down now because people were getting injured jumping down. I guess again, I'm all about safety and control and all that, but some of that's on the user. If you're landing and you're breaking your foot, you're doing something wrong, and maybe should not be so proud. That's one of the things that I think has gotten away in the more recent years of CrossFit, is to push, and there's shame in scaling. You didn't do it as prescribed, which, I'm not going to go up to somebody and brag about what I did when I know they do as prescribed. Like I used to do workouts with that guy that's a special forces and dive qualified beast. He could easily have competed and probably would have done well in the games, but he was like me. He didn't want all that. He considered it a good training regimen, and that was pretty much it. You start turning into all this media stuff, and I understand the fervor and all, but it kind of killed the vibe for sure. Anyway, I would do workouts with him. One of the best examples I can think of is Filthy 50, which I could do back in the day as prescribed, but it took me a long time. I think my best time was maybe 45 minutes. So I was going to do it, and he said, I'll do it with you. And I said, okay, because I didn't care, because his attitude wasn't to beat me. Only time he got an attitude to beat somebody is when they were acting arrogant and he needed to take them down a peg, which he would do. Anyway, so I did it in 45, 50 minutes, and he was done in 11 minutes, literally. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm finishing the first couple of movements. It's 10 movements with 50 reps each, and I'm on the second movement, and he's finished with the workout. So it's, never let that bother me, though, because of his attitude. Being cool is being cool no matter what. Anyway, so let's go back through that one more time. Do I have ADD? Maybe. 5 minutes, 1 minute each of wall balls, sumo deadlift high pulls. I'm watching Wasps. Sumo deadlift high pulls, box jumps / steps, and rowing for calories. And the only thing that I did consistently and actually improved on was my rowing, because I haven't done that in a while, and I like it. I remember now how much I like it. I'm going to start including it a little more. Well, hopefully the workouts will have it, but instead of my substitute for running being on the Airdyne, I need to substitute with some rowing too, and really could start doing that as a warm-up. I could on my non-days of pickleball just row a couple thousand meters. Hell, I could pickleball for an hour and a half, and then row at the Y, or jump in the pool. Anyway, trying to stay on target. So my best score, I believe, I may have at one point in my life broken 200. Which is nothing to write home about. They say your fight gone bad score starts to be impressive at 400, and I never did get there. I could get pretty high on a few items. Wall balls, if I've got a Dynamax, the big fluffy ball, I can do pretty well on that because I reach 8.5 standing flat foot, so I'm really only having to go a tiny bit and it's back in my hands. I don't have to wait, so time wise I do pretty well on those. And I've always done fairly well on rowing. The ones that slow me down are box jumps and I guess in sumo deadlift high pulls. But this time the shoulder presses, push presses really got me. I used to could just knock those out. So again, when I did my jerk reps the other day, my clean jerks a few days before that, I was commenting to myself at least that some of my ability to go overhead has been compromised, and I don't think it's as much. It depends on your definition of strength. I don't think it's for force power. It's for the angles. My movements aren't totally in spot. I did do some overhead squats, as I mentioned last time. I did that as part of the warm-up. Started learning to really get that active overhead. I did it just with a PVC pipe and only got a few reps in. And I did my pull-ups in the warm-up, and I did 5 pretty strict. So that strength is coming back, and the doing all those pull-ups over the last couple of years with the extra poundage on me, it's going to make me be pretty strong, I think, once all this comes off. Like I say, it's like I've been working out with a 40-50 pound fat vest on. I'm going to get rid of that and I'll be good. I'm going to sneeze. So today is Monday, and I've been trying to edit some videos for my YouTube channel, which is where I'm posting these now. And I'm getting sucked back into social media, and it's some vanity stuff. I'm starting to be a lot more confident about the way I look because I'm losing some of the belly fat, and I got a nice tan going. And so I think I'll put those on there, and I'm getting reactions, and it's addictive. And I want to post every time I turn around and see a decent look. There's my flattening belly in the mirror. Wow, let me take a picture of that and see who all will like it. That's it has its place sometimes. Like I don't mind getting the compliments in terms of motivation if they're done right, but I sometimes am really not doing it in a very healthy way. So I got to watch out for that. And I have therapy tomorrow. I'll talk to him about it and say, I've kind of made some stuff going on. I've got some dopamine addiction happening right now. I'm sitting in front of my phone a lot. I need to get away from that again, and it's hard. I always do better on that if I start off the day with a cold shower and something physical. Maybe there's my early morning sunrise 2,000 meter row. Maybe I'll start doing that regularly, see what happens. Anyway, promises, right? So yeah, that's my workout ramblings. Peace.